thank you so much for joining us. And I am just going to tell you, Eric, it has just been a roller coaster ride that looks like for the remainder of the rest of the week, it sounds like it's going to be busy. So let's turn our attention over to Eric right now, Eric. Yeah, it's going to be a very busy and active week for us here in Southeast Michigan and the Midwest. So we're going to be doing our extended edition of our newscast. Thank you so much for joining us on the Michigan News Channel. So let's talk weather. We are expecting showers and thunderstorms and rain to develop across the Midwest here. You can see that the upper part of the upper peninsula, is going to be getting rain, and we're going to be getting showers and thunderstorms. We're not expected to have any terms of any severe weather, but we're watching that severe weather patterns set up in the Midwest, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. So you can see generally that the rain does extend all the way from Southeast Michigan, all the way from the south. So generally all of this activity is coming from the south and extending all the way farther towards the north. And then you can see towards the northeast into Ontario, Canada. A lot of people are going to be seeing rain as well. And then over in this section over here, it looks like you guys can see some snow out of the system. And that is way over towards we're going to go ahead and take you for a little ride here. What I meant to say is that this section over here is going to be seeing some snow and maybe some ice. An icy mix that could set up generally over here, and then snow chances along this area over here as well. So our main focus is going to be here generally for our Tuesday. So it looks like the setup is going to be rather busy. Stay tuned. It looks like into Wednesday through Saturday is going to be a busy one, and it looks like we do expect the wintry precipitation to return to southeast lower Michigan, and for how long is the question. I'll have that answer for you coming up. So stay tuned. I'll have the other forecast models coming up for the rest of the week, and then we'll talk about temperatures for the remainder of the rest of the week as well. So stay tuned for our extended edition on the Michigan News Channel. I'll be right back with the rest of the forecast coming up. And unfortunately, we have Eric back again, and he says that he's been looking over the models, and it's going to stay busy, obviously, I guess, for a lot of us. What about us in our metropolitan Detroit area? Let's have a look. We don't really have a lot of action going on. It looks like up in the Thumb area and northward and onward, you guys could see some snow chances for you guys. I'm going to say it's really not going to get very active, probably not until Thursday. I did look over some models, and forecast models are suggesting some very active weather for the next couple of days, and probably for the weekend. We'll look into that, so stay tuned for that. But you can see over in this general area, they're going to have some rain all along this general area right over here. Rain chances are going to continue for this area, and then possible of a wintry mix that could be setting up generally in this area along in here, and snow chances could continue on into that area. So stay tuned. I'll have the forecast for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as we wrap up the rest of the week. We'll let you know if it's going to get even more active and when we could see some more quieter weather. I'll let you know when that calms down. But for right now, things are going to be on a roller coaster ride, like I told you earlier this morning. So it's not over just yet. We've got more active weather after that. So stay tuned. There's more just ahead. We'll be right back. And thank you so much for joining us. This is meteorologist Eric Tallman. We just want to give you an update that we are going to have a wintry mix that's going to be setting up in southeast lower Michigan. You can see how busy it's going to be We're going to see rain all along this area around here, and it looks like we might, into Oakland, Macomb County, see a wintry mix set up. We'll kind of keep a close eye on that. But all in all, it does look like most of the Midwest is going to be quite busy here. And that is for our Thursday. And these are models for March the 9th at 7 p.m. So kind of stay tuned. We'll be right back. And thank you once again for joining us. This is meteorologist Eric Tolman with our forecast models for March the 10th, 2017 at 1 o'clock in the morning. And this is what all of southeast Lower Michigan is going to see. A little bit of a wintry mix. It looks like there's going to be snow chances likely in the darker blue area where you can see it, and in the upper peninsula as well, and then snow chances along the Midwest and parts of Michigan as well. And then it looks like an icy mix is going to set up, maybe some freezing rain as well. And it looks like there could be a little bit of rain associated with that on the Ohio border, just right around there, and a little bit of a wintry mix that is also going to set up as well. And we'll go ahead and back up here, and you can see how active most of Michigan and most of the Midwest is going to be rather active, I'm going to say. And we'll see what our Saturday is going to look like, and stay tuned. We'll have your temperatures for the remainder of the rest of the week as well. So we have one more day to go. Stay tuned. We're going to let you know about that coming up after this. And let's bring in our meteorologist, Eric Tolman, again for the last time for today. And then we probably will not see you until later on tonight, right? Yes. Unfortunately, we usually don't have an extended forecast, but unfortunately, I just thought we'd point out some things very quickly, and then we'll go onward and upward. But as you can see, it looks like as of Saturday coming up, it looks like models are indicating a very, very active pattern for most of the Midwest. This is just absolutely incredible. So this does extend all the way from the northeast into the Great Lakes, southeast Lower Michigan, the upper peninsula as well, and that does extend into most of the Midwest. So it looks like all in all, everybody is going to see a little bit of everything on Saturday, and this will start on March the 11th at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it looks like it's going to be even more active on Saturday. So after that, all I can say is just I'm just hoping that things will improve. We'll just put it that way to make it into a more positive note, but very, very active scenario. But I wouldn't be too surprised if it changes weather patterns and we start to see nicer weather. But it does look like winter is going to return, and the wintry stuff is going to gradually return. We'll talk about the temperatures as well. We'll let you know if we're going to see some colder conditions with all of this wintry precipitation that is going to be returning to the Midwest and southeast Michigan and the upper peninsula as well. I'll keep you up to date, and we'll have full coverage as well. So everyone have a great weekend, and we'll keep you posted on all of the forecast models, and we will talk about temperature-wise coming up this afternoon between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. We'll talk about temperature changes for the remainder of the rest of the week. And this is meteorologist Eric Tolman, and thank you so much for joining us on the Michigan News Channel. We are just booming all this week, so stay tuned for live updates and coverage as well. We'll see you this afternoon at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Happy Sunday, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you in the next several hours.